Hello, good morning student. I think you all are fit and fine. Today I am going to teach you class 7 geography, chapter 7 human environment, settlement, transport and communication. First of all, I am going to tell you about what are settlements. Settlements are the places where people build their house to live. Communication. Communication is the process of conveying messages to others. Transport. Transport is the means by which people and goods move from one place to another. Children, first of all, I am going to discuss you settlements. Children, you all know that early people live on the trees or in the caves. But gradually, as time passed, they started living settled life. When they learned the technique of farming, they started living settlements. They started living settled life near the water sources. So children, you all know that first of all, the civilization developed along the river side. Some of the rivers where the civilization developed are Indus, Tigris, Nile or Ganges. Indus Valley civilization, you all know that developed in our country. Tigris Valley civilization that developed in Mesopotamian civilization. Nile Valley civilization flourished in Egypt, and Ganges Valley civilization is developed in China. Okay. Now I am coming to tell you about the types of settlement. Settlements are basically classified into two types: permanent settlement and temporary settlement. What are permanent settlement? Permanent settlements are the settlement where people build their houses and live for many years, for centuries. But temporary settlements are the settlements where people build houses basically of tent houses and live for short period. This type of settlement practiced in deep forest or desert or in mountains. These people follow the occupation like hunting, gathering or transhumance. But in permanent settlement basically found in the plains. Before I am going to discuss you some other about the permanent settlement, here I want to tell you the story of the Gurpreet, Mary and Prasad. It was Mary's birthday. Gurpreet and other friends were called at Mary's home. Gurpreet hardly came late. When he came to Mary's house, he added that he cut in the traffic jam, and he was very tired. So Mr. Thomas, Mary's father, added that in the urban areas, day by day the population is increasing. People living in the rural areas, they are coming to the urban areas for getting the better job or higher education or better treatment. This is why the population of urban area is increasing. But Prasad said that in the rural area there is no traffic jam and they are enjoying the good environment. So here I am telling about the two types of the settlement. One is the rural settlement and another is the urban settlement. Okay. So rural settlement. Villages are rural settlement and the towns and the cities are urban settlement. In rural settlement, people basically engage in agriculture, fishing, forestry or crafts work. But in the urban settlement, most people are engaged in manufacturing, trading and other services. Children, the rural settlement are also classified into two groups, that is compact settlement and scattered settlement. What is compact settlement? Compact settlement is the type of settlement where people build their houses, where people build their dwellings nearer to each other. Scattered settlement, it is a sparsely built dwellings over an extensive area. Children, you all know that those who are making their settlement, they also make their houses. In rural areas, people build houses to suit their environment. For example, I am telling that where there is very heavy rainfall or water accumulates during the rainy season, people build their houses on stilt. Stilt, that means it is made of the bamboo floor, and it is made houses on the platform, raised platform, that is called stilt. But people made the scattered settlement are found in the areas where it is hilly areas, hilly tracts, thick forested area or extreme climatic condition. So, and in the urban areas, children, you should know that you all are living in the urban areas, and the urban areas people build their houses, pakka houses, that may be the multi-story building. So we all are living in these pakka houses in the urban areas. Now children, I am going to discuss you about transport. Transport is the means by which people and goods move from one place to another. Children, you know that early people, when they have to go one place to another, they were utilizing the animals to go from one place to another. Later, when the invention of wheel occurred, the transport became easier and the people started traveling from longer distance from one place to another. But still today, people are there who are utilizing animals like camel, horse, mule, oxen. They are also utilized as transport today. But gradually, in means of transport developed, and the fastest means of transport has also developed today, and this has decreased the distance of the world. The farther distance of Europe and America can be traveled in 8 to 10 hours, and thus the life become very faster. Now I am going to tell you the means of transport. There are 4 means of transport: roadways, railways, airways and waterways. But seeing this, we can also classify the means of transport that you can see from this flow chart. So, means of transport, firstly we categorize into 3 parts, that is land transport that found on the earth surface, water transport that is found in the water, and air transport that is in the air. Land transport is further classified into roadways and railways. Roadways can be classified into 2 parts, metal road and unmetal road. Metal road is also called pakki sadak, unmetal road kachi sadak. Unmetal road are mostly found in the rural areas, but metal roads are the most important roads that joins the different part of the country. Metal road further classified into national highways, state highways, other ways and expressways. National highways are the roads that joins 2 or more than 2 states. These are wider roads. These national highways are named by the number, like National Highway number 1, number 2, number 28, number 56. Some of the roads are also being built on the high mountains, like Manali Leh Highway, that is the highest mountain road in India. Stateways. State highways are the roadways that joins 2 or more than 2 districts in a state. Other ways, the roads that joins village to the district headquarters are called other ways. Expressways. Nowadays, the fastest means of roadways has been developed. They are called expressways. Yamuna expressways, Agra expressways are the example of expressways. Since these, there are also roadways has been built that are joining the 4 larger cities of country, that is called Golden Quadrilateral. This quadrilateral joins Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai. Okay, now I am coming to the railways. In our country, railway is classified into 3 categories: broad gauge, meter gauge and narrow gauge. Broad gauge means badi line, meter gauge choti line and narrow gauge sakri line. Most of the railway routes in India is the broad gauge, and India is the India has the largest network in Asia, and meter gauge and narrow gauge are still disappearing from our country. Narrow gauge can be found only in the hilly region. Railway is one of the most important means of transport. The world's longest railway is Trans-Siberian Railway that joins St. Petersburg in Europe to Vladivostok in the Pacific Ocean coast. And the world's highest railway that runs between Jining to Lhasa in China. Okay. Now I am coming to the water transport. The water transport are of two types: inland water transport and the sea routes. Inland waterways example are Ganga Brahmaputra, River Nile and Great Lakes, providing the inland waterways. And the sea routes are the most important routes. Today's world's most trade occur through the sea routes. All these sea routes are joined by the ports. In the world, there are so many ports are there that are developed for the international trade. Singapore, Sydney, Mumbai, Kolkata, Jakarta, London, New York. These are the important sea routes of the world. Now, air transport. Air transport is the fastest means of transport. Though it is costly, but it is very important. It is very important in the forested area or desertic area or where there is no roadways, railways can be made. Air transport is also very useful during the calamities for rescue operation. Thus, all the means of transport are very useful for us. So, my last topic is communication. Communication is the process of conveying messages to others. Children, you know that as technology develops, the communication has become more faster and more easier. You remember that early people, whenever we have to send the messages, we give the messages through a person. Some of the people, those who are called messengers, they were taking messages to one place to another. Later, people started using the pigeons to send the messages, and after that you will see that when the postal services has started in our country, we send messages through the letters. But after that you see that Gutenberg has invented the printing press, and when printing press was invented, that means that we started utilizing sending messages through newspaper. But today you will see that we are using the advance of the technology and we are utilizing the different modes of communication. Radio, television, internet are the different modes of communication that we are utilizing. Here we can see that the advancement in the field of the communication has brought revolution in the world. Mode of communication are used to provide information, to educate and as well as to entertain. Children, you have seen that today we are utilizing various means of communication. Radio, television, newspaper, these are the mobile, these are the means of communication through which we can communicate with a large number of people at the same time. This is why these are called mass media, and today's time is the time of the mass media. Besides this, we are also utilizing the internet. You have seen that these internet services has been successful due to the satellite. So here I am telling that what is the importance of satellite. Satellite is very helpful in oil exploration, forest survey, underground water survey, mineral water and weather forecast system. So these are the importance of satellite. Today, children, you know that this is the time of the corona period and you all are sitting at home. And while sitting at home, you are getting the education. So how it has been success? It has been success due to the internet. And without internet, today's life is very useless. Today we are very helpful. We are getting help from the internet. We can reserve tickets for cinemas, for hotels, for railways or for flights by the internet. So today's life without communication is useless. And using the different mode of communication, the world has shrunk and we all are the member of one family. So today's life is without communication is useless. So this is the importance of the communication. I think you all have understand the chapter that I have started: human environment, settlement, transport and communications. Okay children, thank you. Have a nice day.